Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Curly Chemistry Live. I'm so glad you are here. Hello to everyone watching the replay. What is going on? Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Before we get into all of the things, can you see me and hear me okay? Hey, Luana. Hey, Sophia. Lisa, what is going on? Delane, Lisa, who else is in here? Nubian Queen, Brenda. Welcome, everyone. All right, can you guys see me and hear me? Let me know in the chat. Yes, Tamika says she can hear me. Okay, you guys can see me and hear me. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. I had to make sure I let Instagram know. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Happy Friday Eve. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend so far. Thank you, CTrav777. I'm doing a lot of protective styles lately, trying to keep my length, avoid breakage. So like my top two things lately has been moisture and protective styling. And I'm like loving this little like Nubian crown type vibe. It's giving what it needs to give. But thank you guys so much. If this is your first time joining me live, like ever, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. This is your first time joining me live. Hey. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, we got a lot of 1s. Okay, so welcome to Nisha, Sandra, Juliet, Lady, Grinning Soul, JH, Samantha, Beauty Lies Within, Anjanette, Roxanne, Shawnee, Sarah. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad you guys are here. It's giving 90s vibe with the hair. Is it really? Thank you. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So where are you guys at? Are you guys in the States? Are you guys international? Are you guys in Chicago, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey? Where are you guys at? Tell me. California, Idaho, Massachusetts? I don't know. Okay, we got Julia from Jamaica. We got Chicago. We got Atlanta. We got North Carolina. Hey, neighbor. We have California, Tennessee, Los Angeles, Houston, Texas, New Jersey, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Brooklyn, Ohio, South Carolina, Illinois, Arizona, Miramar, Florida. I might be taking a trip out to Miramar, Florida very soon. Ohio, Stone Mountain, Georgia, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, Missouri, Cleveland. Okay, good. I'm so glad you guys are here. So for those who are like your very first time joining me live, this is, and I always say this is for you guys. This is for all of you. I love going live because it allows me to engage with you, answer your hair care questions, your scalp care questions. Sometimes we touch on skincare as well. And I love it because it's just live and it's personable and we have a really good time too. So I want you guys to start thinking about like what questions you have, what has been like your biggest challenge on your hair, your scalp over the past 2 weeks or so. Drop your question in the chat. We will be getting off at 8 o'clock tonight. That is the goal. Since I was like 2-3 minutes late, we'll go to like 8:03, 8:05, something like that. So I'm going to try my best to answer as many questions as I can tonight. So the question is that I have for you is, who won't be the first person to ask me a question? That's what I want to know. What's the question, y'all? Tell me while I sip my sparkling water. Oh, Lanaya, that's a good question. So Lanaya says, what are your advice on taking care of your hair when you're not feeling well? I love that question because that is a thing. Because sometimes we just don't feel like taking care of our hair, you know? Number one, I would say get to the root cause of what is that thing. Is it stress? Is it depression? Is it health reasons? Like, what is the root cause that is making you feel like, man, I don't really feel like taking care of my hair? Because hair care is a reflection of self-care. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing I would do, get to the root of what it is. The second thing I would do is I would probably do like protective styling, meaning put your hair in some twists, like 2-strand twists or some braids, you know, just so you don't have to kind of be in it every single day. Okay. I would just do protective style. So pretty much how I have my hair right now is a protective style. I can wrap up my hair, wake up the next morning and not really have to touch it too much because it's already in a protective style. So that's what I would say. Get to the root cause, number one, and then do some level of protective styling where you're not constantly in your hair every single day. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I would do. That's what I would do for sure. I moved. My scalp has been red and flaky since. Any remedies? Great question, Shawnee. So if your scalp has been red and it's been flaky, so it could be a number of things. It could honestly be dryness, like a dry scalp. If your scalp has been feeling kind of tight or itchy, for example, and flaky as well, it could definitely be due to dryness. The redness could be from like inflammation, irritation, possibly if you have been scratching and itching it. So the first thing I would do, and girlfriends, you already know what I'm going to say, scalp serum is going to be ideal. If you can find a scalp serum that has like aloe within it, that would be ideal. Aloe, glycerin, a water-based scalp serum. The one I always recommend is the Pacifica Scalp Love Serum. You can get it at Ulta. You can get it at Amazon. I think it's like less than $10 or something like that. But that is an amazing scalp serum I would use if it is dry scalp. Okay. If the problem persists, then I would highly recommend going to see a dermatologist or a trichologist in your area. So yeah, hopefully that helps. But the aloe, in my opinion, is going to help to really soothe the scalp. So that's why I'm like saying aloe is going to be like what you really want to look for. But Pacifica Scalp Love is a great start. Okay, let's see. My sister-in-law's hair won't take the hair dye. Why is that? That's a good question. It could be a porosity issue. If I have any stylists on here who may know why her hair is not taking hair dye, I would love for you guys to chime in. But it could be the hair dye. It could be product buildup on the hair, on the scalp as well. So it could be a number of things, but if someone in here is a stylist who has experienced that directly, I would love for you to help our sister out or our sister out and give her some advice. All right, let's see. How do I get my crown to grow better? Great question, Luana. So if you're having like hair loss in the crown or even like stunted hair loss or stunted hair growth in the crown, it could be a number of things. It could be hormonal, because a lot of times as we get older, especially when it comes to like androgenic alopecia, a lot of times women will experience hair loss in the crown area and also like on the hairline. So it could be something where you may need to work on balancing your hormones, or it could be something as simple as increasing the blood flow in that area, you know? And when I say increase the blood flow in that area, I would say doing scalp massages on a nightly basis. I feel like for anyone who wants to grow their hair, scalp massages, in my opinion, should be the prerequisite. I feel like everyone should be doing some level of scalp massaging at night. It's going to be key because a lot of times if you are experiencing thinning, especially in that area, it could be due to a lack of blood flow to the follicle. And as you guys know, our blood carries oxygen and nutrients that our hair bulb or the dermal papilla needs to activate hair growth. So I would definitely start doing scalp massages. And I would also, and I always say this too, I will also check your iron levels and your vitamin D levels as well. Great question. Let's see. Lisa says, I am stuck at shoulder length. Girl, I've been there, so I understand. So if you are stuck at shoulder length, a lot of times I'll say it's two things. It could either be like breakage, where your hair is actually growing out of your scalp, but you're not seeing the length because your ends are breaking off, like just constantly breaking off. If that is the case, I would definitely Moisturize your hair more. If you are moisturizing your hair every 2 days, for example, and you're still experiencing a level of breakage, I would switch up your moisturizer. I don't know which one you're using, but the ones that I recommend, you will find them in my Amazon storefront. The one I've been using lately, you guys know, is the Donna's Recipe Extra Creamy Hair Cream and the Apogee Shea Pro leave-in conditioner. Like those two have been like my top 2 moisturizers lately. So it could be that your hair is just breaking off, right? Or it could be it could be internal, where it's like your scalp, like the follicles have become dormant and you need to reactivate hair growth. If that is the case, once again, scalp massage are the way to go. If you are over, like, let's say 50, for example, I don't know how old you are, sis, but if you are over 50, I would look into, what is it called? Derma rolling, the little like needle thingy that you can, use on your scalp, because that is directly going to activate the hair follicles. If it is a scalp issue, if it is a follicle issue, 80% of the time, it's a breakage issue. So that's what I would say. And I would also start incorporating protective styling as well. This style I have here is the perfect protective styling because my ends are literally tucked in. And because of this style, I don't have to be in my hair every single day. And it's off my shoulders as well. So moisture protective style is going to be key for what's the word? Reducing breakage, definitely to help you see more length to get you past shoulder length. So that's what I would recommend. Great question. All right, let's see. Where was I? I have low porosity hair. Is it okay to use the As I Am rice water every other day, Carlene? That's perfect. That is completely fine. Yes, you absolutely can. And I really like that product. Well, for you guys who don't know, I've been recommending the As I Am rice water product lately. There's so many great ingredients in there. They have ceramides within there. There's different vitamins in there. I want to say there's also, the rice extract, which contains inositol. And inositol helps to repair the cuticle, which is ideal because if you have cracks on your cuticle or your cuticles are lifted, inositol will help to repair the cuticle so your hair can lock in moisture for a longer amount of time, which will then help you see longer hair or length retention because your hair is no longer breaking off. So to answer your question, Carlene, you can absolutely use the As I Am rice water every other day. You know what? You can also use it as the liquid in the LCO method. So you can do As I Am rice water, spritz, use like your current cream-based moisturizer followed with an oil to lock in all that juicy moisture. So that's what I would do. Great question. And also with that formula too, you can also spray it on your scalp, especially if hair growth is your goal. What product recommendation do you have for semi-permanent dyes for gray hair? So product recommendation for semi-permanent dyes for gray hair. Product recommendation for semi-permanent dyes. Do I have recommendations for the dyes, or your hair is semi-permanent dyes and what products I recommend? I'm not sure which one, but as far as semi-permanent dyes, I don't have any recommendations. If you guys have any recommendations for her for semi-permanent dyes, please put them in the chat. But as far as products go, I would say definitely you want like nourishing, rich products because you have gray hair. I always say this, gray hair is naturally very porous. So gray hair has a hard time retaining moisture. So with that being said, you want to increase your deep conditioning. There's a deep conditioner. I wasn't going to share it tonight because I haven't used it yet. And I like to try products out before I share them with you guys. But this product by the brand Lola, first of all, I love the packaging of this. This is just top tier. But this product, I haven't tried it yet. Okay. But I'm loving the ingredient. I'm trying to open it up so I can see it. Oh, it's a twist. It's a twist, but it's super creamy. And this is like a deep conditioner hair mask. So sis, with the gray hair, you're going to want like nourishing products that are like rich, like moisturizing products. What stood out to me with this product, even though I haven't used it yet, is that it contains benhydramonium methyl sulfate as the third ingredient. You guys know I am benhydramonium, BTMS, benhydramonium methyl sulfate is like one of the top ingredients that I always look for natural hair care, for textured hair, because it is going to give you some amazing slip and softness. Okay, so if you want to try a deep conditioner, I don't think you'll have anything negative about it because the ingredients are really good in here. I would check out this, but I say this to say, to answer, going back to your question, you want rich products, you want moisturizing products, you want hydrating shampoos, as I Am Long and Luxe shampoo. Conditioner could be the As I Am conditioner as well, Cream of Nature argan oil conditioner. So I would look for hydrating products. And even better, oh, your name is Roger. I'm so sorry. I've been calling you sis. Forgive me, Roger. Hot oil treatments will also be a great option as well, a great method for you, since you have gray hair, to help lock in that moisture and also to avoid tangles or help you prevent tangles and also soften the hair as well. Great question. Do you have any recommendations for ladies who keep their hair cut very low? I know that you've advised against applying conditioner to the scalp. Should I just skip conditioner altogether? No, I would still condition your hair, but you could use a liquid conditioner. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to use anything like super heavy or a cream conditioner, you can use a liquid one for sure. You honestly, any liquid one you can use. I know Miel Organics has a few, Curls has a few. The one I've been loving, you guys know, is the Apogee Pro Vitamin Leave-In Conditioner. That liquid conditioner is bomb. So you can absolutely shampoo your hair as usual and then spritz your hair with that leave-in conditioner. And because it's a leave-in, you ain't got to rinse it out. Okay, so your hair is still getting conditioned, is getting soft, and you can leave it in. Add a little bit of sweet almond oil, like on like your hair, since it's short, to lock in that moisture, and you're good to go. So that's what I would do. Hopefully that helps. All right, let's see. All right, I'm trying to go fast because I really want to honor your time tonight. Wait, where did I go? Okay, best moisturizing deep conditioner for low porosity type 4 hair, Ketsia. So I would say this for, best deep conditioner for low porosity type 4 hair. Okay, I would say Eva NYC, EVA NYC Hydrating Hair Mask. Super thick, like thick, but super good. New Hair Mask, NOU Hair Mask, amazing. All right, Shea Moisture Manuka Honey. I like that formula, but here's my but. I feel like they changed the formula a little bit, but it's still a good deep conditioner. But I would add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I feel like they switched something up. I think they decreased their cationic ingredients in the formula. So the slip is just not that, it's not there like it used to be. But that's what I'm saying, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to it if you want to try it. And of course, if you want to be like me and try something, try out the Lola Strengthening Hair Mask. This one I think you're going to like as well. I can't wait to use it on my next wash day. Hopefully that helps. All right. Would you recommend heat during summer months? That's a great question, Monique. So here's the thing. If you live like in a really humid environment, or if it's raining outside, I wouldn't recommend a soap press, for example, because your hair is going to just frizz up. It's going to expand. The cuticle will expand, and there goes that silk press. But if you want to blow dry your hair, I blow dry my hair. If you want to blow dry your hair during the summer months, that's completely fine. If you do want to straighten your hair, that's cool, but make sure that you're not doing it like every week. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even recommend it every 2 weeks. Okay, especially flat ironing, because it's like super direct heat. If you do use heat, always use a heat protectant. I like the Fantasia Icy heat protectant, and also the Lador Wonder Oil heat protectant. Amazing. And then I would also say, if you are going to use heat, and this is for anyone, if you are going to use heat, make sure you are doing a protein treatment. I was kind of surprised to find out a lot of people don't do protein treatments on a monthly basis. This doesn't have to be Apogee hardcore 2-step. Okay, this can be a lightweight protein treatment. This can be, what is it called? ORS replenishing conditioner. That's lightweight protein. It could be K18, leave-in repair mask, Apogee 2-minute reconstructor conditioner. That's going to be key, especially if you want to have heat in your regimen, whether it's the summer or the winter. I think that would be ideal. And kind of going back to why I feel like protein is the way to go once a month is because our hair loses protein in a sense. When we comb our hair, when we brush our hair, if we are getting chemical treatments like coloring, or heating to or heat to our hair, the protein can kind of break down within our hair, and it can also leave missing pieces along the cuticle and cracks along the cuticle, right? So doing a lightweight protein treatment acts as a preventative method because protein will patch up all the little cracks and missing pieces in the cuticle so your hair can retain more moisture, be shinier, and also be more smoother. And also help with detangling as well, okay? So don't be afraid of protein. I think it's amazing, but going back to you, Monique, it's completely fine. But do a protein treatment, use a heat protectant, and try not to use direct heat like a flat iron too often. Great question. Okay, let's see. If I got my hair in twists, how often should I comb it? You have your hair in twists. So are they like 2-strand twists? You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I mean, I would comb your hair based off of your moisture cycle. Because if you do have twists, I'm assuming you have to unravel them, or maybe you're not unraveling your twist, and you're just adding your moisturizer to the actual twist. That's fine too. But I probably wouldn't go longer than a week without combing your hair. And the reason why I say that is because you guys know our hair sheds 50 to 100 strands a day. So if we're not getting that shedded hair out of our hair, it can easily tangle up and create mats. So when we do go to finally comb our hair, guess what? We got a lot of breakage. We got a lot of tangles. It's not an easy process. So for me, I try to thoroughly comb my hair at least twice a week if I can. So that's my little feedback, but that's what I recommend. All right, Nubian Queen says, hi, I want to take my own something fro. I have glycerin and lanolin. What else do I need and what are the steps? I don't understand your question, sis, unless it's an acronym that I don't know about. I want to make my own something. STA, stuff, stay, so something of fro. You might have to redo your question, Nubian Queen, because I don't know what you said, sis. If you retype it, I'll look for it. Okay, let's see. Next question. What advice do you have for swimmers? Ooh, swimmers with gray hair. So I would say this: if before you go to a pool or wherever, make sure that you apply some type of oil or a conditioner in your hair already, so your hair can soak up. Even if you have a shower cap on, right? And not a shower cap, what do they call the pool cap? It's a name for it, a bathing cap. I think it's okay. You know what I'm talking about. I would still put a lightweight conditioner or an oil so your hair can soak up that product. Because if it doesn't, once again, our hair is like a sponge. It's porous, right? So there's I shouldn't say it's porous, but it is. But there's different levels of porous. You can have low porosity or high porosity. Nonetheless, it's like a sponge, right? So if your hair doesn't have something within it already, guess what? As soon as your hair touches that water, it's going to absorb that chlorine. But if you have oil or conditioner already within it, there's not much absorption that can take place with that chlorine because it's already filled with that product. So that's the first thing I would say to do. Next thing I would say, really, that's the biggest thing, honestly. Just make sure you have some type of product on your hair. And of course, if you do swim on a regular basis, make sure you do or use a good deep conditioner. That's a lot of protein within it, vitamins within it, nourishment within it. Once again, I recommend this one, even though I haven't tried it yet. But based off the ingredients, I can tell already it's going to be a really good product. The Lola Strengthening Hair Mask. So yeah, and of course, all product recommendations that I recommend are in my Amazon storefront. The link is below. All right, let me pause for a second. I want to make sure you guys are still with me. Has this been helpful so far? Put a 1 or a yes in the chat. And as you guys do that, I'm going to sip my sparkling water. Okay, we have, okay, great. Ones and yeses, ones and yeses. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And we're doing good on time too. I'm going to have to charge my laptop in a second, but we're doing good on time. Okay, let me go back to my questions. Thank you guys for your feedback. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Hold on. That's the only thing I don't like about YouTube Live is that when I scroll down, I have to like find where I was. Okay, I think I'm here. Hold on. Oh no, wait, no, I'm not. Hold on. Okay, here we go. My hair feels sticky. Amos Haven says, my hair feels sticky when I use mousse and moisture mist. I experience the sticking even after hair detox. What can I do to help tame my frizz without mousse? So Emma's Haven. So it could be the product itself. It could be the mousse that you're using. I don't know which one you're using, but it could be the mousse. It could be the formula that's, you know, making your hair feel kind of sticky for sure. I'll say this. It could be a lack of protein in the hair, because a lot of times frizzy hair, because you're saying, what can I do to help tame frizz without the mousse? A lot of times, one of the culprits of frizzy hair is a lack of protein in the hair. So I don't know when's the last time you did a protein treatment, or what kind of protein treatment you use, because not all protein is made the same. You have some products out here that says like, oh, this product restores the hair, but the protein or the ingredient is like way at the bottom of the ingredient list. It's in there at like 0.01%. It's not effective, right? But I'll speak from my experience. I love, the reason why I always talk about Apogee, because they have ingredients in there that are at efficacious levels. So one thing about me and my hair, I think what keeps my hair strong is that I do the hardcore protein treatment once every 3 months. Or when I'm getting a silk press, or I'm about to get a silk press done, right? And I feel like because I keep up with my protein treatments, even the lightweight ones I do once a month, that helps to minimize frizz. But once again, the product, the brand matters, because not all protein treatments are made the same. So Emma, going back to your question, it could be the mousse, it could be the product. Okay, it could be the product. I don't know which mousse you use. I really like the Lotta Body mousse, the Lotta Body Shea Butter mousse or something like that. That one's really good. The Dew Chief Rocka mousse, that one might be too sticky for you though, but the Lotta Body one is really good. Cantu makes one, Miel makes one, so it could be the mousse or it could be a lack of protein. Great question. All right, answered that one already. How often can you use semi-permanent dyes? I wouldn't use them too often. I mean, I know some people who probably use them like once every like 4 months, once every 3 months, once a quarter, somewhere around there. But I'll say this, Roger, if you do these semi-permanent dyes, like I said to the last question, make sure that you are getting a protein treatment done so your hair is strong enough to take that treatment. Because at the end of the day, it is still a level of a, I mean, let me say this. Everything is a chemical, right? Like everything is a chemical, but coloring treatments, you know, does have a certain type of chemicals that can be kind of harsh on the hair if not applied properly, or if your hair is not cared for properly. So that's what I'm saying, Roger, make sure that you do get a protein treatment prior to your semi-permanent dye, and also do a good deep conditioning afterwards as well. So protein before, then get your coloring treatment, and then deep condition afterward. Great question. I've been keeping my hair in twists. How do I do scalp massages without causing frizz? So your hair is in twists. How do I do scalp massages without causing frizz? I would just be very gentle when you do them. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't use like an electric massager, you want to have as much control as possible. So like, even for me, this might not be the best demonstration, but taking the balls of your fingers with some oils on them, I think the oils will help as well. And just kind of just being very gentle with it. I wouldn't go, because that's definitely going to cause, the static and the frizz and whatnot. But you may just want to be very, very gentle for sure. And just kind of take your time with it as well, especially if you are experiencing frizz. And then something else you can do is after you do your scalp massages, take like a lightweight hair grease or a lightweight oil and kind of put it on the length of the twist and wrap it, not tight, but wrap it well with the scarf to lay the hair down so it doesn't, kind of create that frizz like the next day. So hopefully that helps. Can I regain thickness post-menopause and pushing 60? Samantha, you can, but I will say this, what will determine that is a number of factors. Number one is going to be how you style your hair. And I always tell women, like, when you hit 60 and up, you want to be very mindful of the styles that you choose, because as we age, our follicles become very fragile. Like, I saw a lady on TV today. She had to be like 65 or something. And she had these big old chunk-along twists. Like they're just too heavy on her scalp. And I just wanted to like tell her, like, girl, like, take that out, because that's going to cause a lot of stress and strain on your scalp, because it just becomes fragile over time. So I still have to say, Samantha, be mindful of your styles. Low maintenance is going to be your friend for sure. So your styles are going to determine the thickness. Absolutely. The second thing I would say, Samantha, especially pushing 60, make sure that I would check your hormones too. I would check your hormones. I would see kind of where they are, and then if they are off balance, I would connect with your doctor to see how you can, get them balanced. Or, I'm very like natural girly here. There are different natural ways to balance your hormones as well. There is Dong Quai, there's chastity tree berry, there's maca root, for example. So I would kind of look into that. I would check out Dr. Berg, B-E-R-G, Dr. B-E-R-G, Dr. Berg on YouTube. He talks a ton about how women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond can naturally balance their hormones. Because if the hormones are out of whack, that can absolutely lead to thinning and hamper, in a sense, or damper, I would say, your quest for thicker hair. Okay. The third thing I would do, sis, is scalp massages. Keep your hair moisturized to avoid breakage. Check your iron levels, check your vitamin D levels, and make sure you're taking an omega-3 vitamin, a multivitamin. I think that's going to be key for sure. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, I don't know what your diet looks like, but I would also be mindful of your diet and get more anti-inflammatory foods into your diet. It's going to be a game changer, not only for your hair, but your internal body as well. So hopefully that helps. What are your thoughts on For You by Tia Mari? Hi, Lisa. So I think her brand is pretty cool. I have used a few of her products in the past. They weren't very compatible with my hair type. Now, I know a lot of ladies who do love her products, but for me, my hair just didn't respond well to it. But your hair may love it. Okay. So I would say try it. Absolutely try her line out for sure. What do you recommend for a leave-in conditioner? Because I use Cream of Nature shampoo conditioner and my hair is dry because I'm trying to get away from perms. So what would be a good product? So my recommendation for a leave-in conditioner, a good leave-in conditioner. I like the Curls Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner. Excuse me. I also like Aussie Moist Miracle Curls leave-in conditioner. And what else would I say? If you have like thick hair, you can use the Apogee Shea Pro leave-in conditioner. That one's super moisturizing. But if you have fine hair, you may not like it. But those are the three I would recommend as far as like leave-in conditioners go. How can I overcome single strand knots and extreme dryness? Great question. So if you have single strand knots, right, it could be due to how you style your hair, but a lot of times single stranded knots are due to a lack of combing, a lack of detangling the hair. And in some cases, wash and goes. I love a good wash and go, but I will say this, when I do wash and goes, I always end up with some level of a single strand knot. Any other time, twist, braid out, bun, stretched hair, no fairy knots, no single stranded knot. But when I do wash and goes, I get them. So it can be based off your styles, but a lot of time it can be just a lack of combing. So I would increase your combing. I don't know how often you thoroughly like comb your hair, but I would definitely start doing that. But you want to also increase that moisture too, because dry hair, what that will do is that will kind of, how can I say it? It can kind of create clusters amongst each other, leading to the single strand knot. So I would increase your deep conditioning to twice a month. You may have to increase your wash day. I don't know how often you wash your hair, but you may need to increase your wash day. For those who don't know, my wash day is once a week. I moisturize my hair every 2 days. That's just my routine, my regimen. It works, so I stick with it. What else I would say? That's the biggest thing. That moisture is going to be key in increasing your detangling. That more than likely, I'm almost 99.9% sure that's going to solve your single strand knot issue and of course your dryness issue as well. Okay. And of course, as you guys know, I do offer one-on-one hair care coaching. So if you guys want like a deeper conversation with me where I can actually see your hair, see your scalp, and actually give you a plan, a weekly plan, a daily plan, product suggestions for you. Okay. The link is below and I look forward to chatting with you, but that option is absolutely available as well. Okay, let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you, Miss Joyce. Thank you. Yes, if you like this, if you are enjoying this live, please be sure to like this video. Thank you so much, Miss Joyce, for that reminder. Because I'd be forgetting to tell people to like the video. So this has been helpful so far. Be sure to like this video. Thank you. All right, let's see. I thought I was losing my hair because it was thinning in the crown. I started pre-pooing with aloe vera and tea tree oil, and now it's starting to grow again. Oh, we love that. What do you think is going on? What do I think is going on is you found a solution that's working for you. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. Thinning at the crown, I mentioned earlier, can be due to a lack of blood flow to the scalp, but it can also be due to inflammation in the scalp. Aloe vera gel is highly anti-inflammatory. So what could be going on is that you are decreasing the inflammation in your scalp, which is allowing your hair to actually thrive. Your follicles are becoming more active in a sense where now you're seeing more growth. Tea tree oil is a natural, how can I say it? Tea tree oil doesn't behave like rosemary or peppermint, where it like stimulates blood flow. Tea tree oil is very antimicrobial. So if you had like, let's say some yeast on your scalp, like an overgrowth of bad bacteria on your scalp, you doing that aloe vera gel and that tea tree oil, you're in a sense you're helping the microbiome of your scalp to be more in a healthier environment, which creates a healthy environment for hair growth. So I think what you have is a great combination of how can I say it? A hair regrowth activator in a sense. So what you're doing, Yolanda, I would keep that up. So imagine what you're doing now 6 months from later, 6 months from later, 6 months from now. You know what I'm saying? So stick with that. Stick with that. Aloe and tea tree is a game changer, especially for anyone on here who has like seborrheic dermatitis or psoriasis or some type of scalp condition. Miss Yolanda, you may have to put like your recipe in the chat. Okay, I'm just saying. But that's going to be a game changer for sure. But keep it up. Keep it up. All right, let's see. I've been using the As I Am for itchy scalp along with my box sprays in, and it works wonders. I would probably purchasing all of this hairline for this product. Yes, that's awesome. Awesome. I love As I Am. I haven't tried their itchy scalp product that you're referring to, but I love that shampoo. Love it. What's the name of the product again? Which one, Tamikia? I don't know which one you're referring to. Yes, someone said yes, Miss Love. I can't even talk. Yes, Miss Yolanda, tell us. Tell us what is the recipe? Or no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. All right, my computer's died. Hold on one second. Let me get my charger. Pause. 1 second. Hold, please. Okay. And we're back. And we're charging. All right, let me see where I was. What do you think about the biotin shampoo and conditioner for using? Which one, Lady A? Which biotin shampoo conditioner are you referring to? But honestly, any shampoo and conditioner that has like a good amount of biotin, I would highly recommend. Question, is there a difference in hair vitamins for Black women? Oh, I love that question. A lot of times, well, I'll say this. If they're formulating their supplement the right way, yes, for sure. So what that difference could look like, it could look like higher amounts of iron, higher amounts of vitamin D, higher amounts of zinc versus non-vitamins that are not marketed for Black women. They may not have as much. And the reason why I'm saying iron, vitamin D, and zinc is because we tend to be very deficient in those nutrients. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the difference, is that they are catering to us by increasing those nutrients that our body needs. That's what I would say. Because a lot of times, like, let's be real, like it's a thing. It is a thing in our community where we are lacking those iron, vitamin D, and zinc. B12 is another big one. B12, I feel like, is like a hidden one. Alexa, stop. You know, so I would say that, like for example, if I was creating a hair vitamin, I would make sure that I'm having like not the normal amount of iron. I'm going to have a little bit more because I know that that is what we need, and especially for vitamin D, for sure, and zinc. So I would say that would be like the biggest difference in vitamins that are for Black women. But once again, this depends on if they are actually doing that and actually formulating their supplement with that in mind. So hopefully that helps. I cannot keep the gray hair on my edges moisturized unless I use products with oils, which I don't like on my scalp. Any recommendations? Water-based serums are not enough. That's the thing. I mean, you're seeing the results with the oil, right? But you don't want to use water-based serum on your edges. So the in-between would be like a lightweight cream. I would try the Aussie Moist Miracle Curls Leave-In Conditioner. It is like it's a gel cream like product. It's not a gel, but it's also not like a full-on cream. It's like right in the middle, but it's also very light as well and super moisturizing. So I would try that. If you don't want to do the water-based serums or the oils, try gel cream products like the Aussie Moist Miracle Curls Leave-In Conditioner. I have been experiencing minimal breakage where it's kind of like long pieces, but it's not a lot of them. I noticed it after combing my hair every day for 4 months straight after I took out my braids. So it's minimal breakage where it's kind of like long pieces, but it's not a lot of them. I don't know, sis. It sounds like shedding to me. Like the long pieces, are they the length of your hair? Because if they are the length of your hair, it's definitely shedding. But if it's not the length of your hair, like it's just like short fragments of hair, then it's definitely breakage for sure. And you said you were combing your hair every day for 4 months straight. Yeah. That might that might have been too much on your hair for sure. But I would say this: if it definitely is breakage for sure, then of course I would minimize the amount of combing. Like, don't do it every single day, of course, but definitely increase your moisture for sure. If you haven't done a protein treatment in a while, I would do a lightweight protein treatment. And then I would also incorporate just like protective styling to kind of give your hair rest for a while so it can kind of regrow without the breakage that you are experiencing. But if it is shedding, which is completely normal, that's fine, because you want your hair to shed. Not too much though, but shedded hair is basically sign that your hair is getting ready to regrow, like you have new hair coming out of your scalp. So that's completely normal, and you want that. What protein treatment do you recommend? I recommend the Apogee 2-minute reconstructor, K18, and then the ORS replenishing conditioner. That one is like an old staple of mine. It's like in a red, I think they changed the packaging, but just look for ORS replenishing conditioner and you'll see it. What is the relationship with relaxers and uterine fibroids and endometrial cancers? Oh, that's a good question, Karen. So I feel like there needs to be more research done on that. Is it possible? I think it could be possible, honestly. But I think there should be more research on it. I have my opinion on it, but until I've kind of seen what I need to see, I'm gonna, preserve that for a different time. But I would say that there definitely could be a connection for sure, especially when it comes to like disruption of the hormones and whatnot, and possibly inflammation too. So, but yeah, I think it is a thing. I really do. But I also want to see more data. So, but more to come for sure, because I think it is a very important topic that does need to be discussed. And I do think there should be more research behind it. I think that there should be more money. I don't say money, but yeah, money to back the research when it comes to that. So it's definitely an important topic for sure. Thank you for asking, Karen. If you add oil to your deep conditioner, would that weigh your hair down? The oil. I shampoo before deep conditioning. Great question. So if your hair is fine, it could weigh your hair down. If your hair is thick, no. It's gonna actually be such a benefit because you want that softness, you want that slip, you want that detangling. So it depends on the texture of your hair, the density of your hair, I should say. If you are kind of nervous about like the oil, I would use a lightweight oil like grapeseed oil. If your hair is thick, then I would say use olive oil. You can use honestly, you could use like a tablespoon. Knowing me, I'm gonna use 2, because I love slip and softness. But if you're afraid or kind of concerned about it weighing down, use like a lightweight oil, grapeseed, or even jojoba oil would be great options. Hey, Texas, how are you? All right, let's see. My nails are growing. Are they really? They are. I need to get them done though, because they're like growing out. Can you see? They're growing out. Okay, let's see. What clarifying shampoo would I suggest? ORS aloe shampoo, K18 peptide prep, or ACV rinses. Those are like my top 3 clarifying shampoos. Tanya girl, hey girl. I need a tutorial on that beautiful hairstyle you have. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna do like a YouTube short because it's such an easy style. Like I legit just have like 2 strand twists and I just pin them up. And then I have these little guys hanging out. But yes, absolutely. I'm gonna do a tutorial on this style because it's just giving like Nubian something. I don't know. It's just really pretty. But yes, absolutely. What do you think about Mielle Rosemary hair products? I think they're fine. I think they're good. I don't have any complaints about it. I think it's a good brand. I haven't had any issues with like their oil or nothing like that, but I think they're worth checking out. Should protein be used along with other products? Well, it depends. If you're doing a hardcore protein, absolutely. Like when I do Apogee 2-step, I have to. You have to follow up with a moisturizing conditioner or a deep conditioner. If I'm just doing the Apogee 2-minute or K18 or something like that, or even the ORS replenishing conditioner, that because it's a lightweight protein, you also have moisturizing ingredients in there where you don't have to follow up with anything afterwards unless you want to. But hardcore protein treatments, yes, you definitely need to follow with a hydrating deep conditioner for sure. Absolutely. I'm a wash and go girl. I have 4A, 4B curls. My issue is the crown of my head turned into an afro after 3 days. What can I do to prevent this? Great question. So it could be the products that you're using, or it could be the technique of your wash and go. So what I like to do when I do my wash and go, fresh at the shower, right? Hair is soaking wet. I may apply like a liquid leave-in conditioner, like lightweight liquid leave-in conditioner, and then I go in with a gel. The gel, the base matters, because if you choose the wrong gel, you're not gonna get the wash and go that you may envision, right? So my top three gels for wash and go is the Aunt Jackie's Curl Elongating Gel, Curl Smith Hydro Silk Jelly. I probably butchered the name, but if you just Google Curl Smith Hydro Silk Jelly, you'll see it. And I like the Dew Honey Dip Gel. Those three are amazing. So the gel, that base matters. That's the first thing I was at. The next thing I do is I always do a mousse afterwards. So either liquid leave-in conditioner, gel, and mousse, or gel, mousse. Lately, it's been gel mousse. I've just been doing two layers, gel and mousse. Now for you, sis, like I said, it could be you just have to switch up your base. Try that technique of gel and mousse. But when you get to the crown where it kind of changes textures after 3 days, you may want to be very mindful of how you kind of shingle. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you go, you may want to kind of use smaller pieces. I don't know how thick your pieces are, but you may want to do like smaller pieces when you focus on that section so that you're kind of helping with the definition of that curl. That's what I would do. And also protein treatment. I feel like protein treatment is like the topic of tonight because once again, a lack of protein can lead to frizzy hair. So increasing your protein treatments once a month, lightweight, can also help with styling. A lot of times, if your curls are losing definition or your curls are not as springy as they used to be, get a protein treatment, game changer. So that might be a thing too, sis, the lack of protein. But I would try a different gel, try the technique of gel and then mousse, and focus on the little in that section. All right, let's see. Luana says, how do you check your hormones? Blood work? I believe so. I haven't actually, I'm trying to think. I got my hormones checked a few years ago, and I believe they had to take blood for that. I forgot what tests I had done. But if anyone in here has had their hormones checked, please feel free to put in the comments like what your experience was like. But I do believe blood work is required. Like that's, at least my doctor took my blood. So yeah. All right, let's see. How can I address scalp inflammation, which is causing hair loss, most noticeable on the crown? Ooh, great question. So if it is inflammation, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together here. Hold on, let me look at something really quick before I give an opinion. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So I have a solution in mind, but I want to make sure I'm giving the right solution. Okay. 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 So here we go. So if it's definitely scalp inflammation, right? I would give the same advice I gave the young lady earlier, or the lady, Miss Yolanda, was talking about aloe vera. That's a great topical treatment if it is indeed scalp inflammation that is causing the hair loss. Or part of me is wondering if it's DHT related, if it's hormonal, if it's, you know what I'm saying, if it's hormone related, because if that is the case, then you may benefit from an anti-inflammatory. I mean, absolutely, you would absolutely benefit from an anti-inflammatory diet. So let that be my first piece of advice to you. Anti-inflammatory diet, like increasing your intake of anti-inflammatory foods. This can look like leafy greens, getting more omegas within your body, salmon, blueberries. You know, like if you can look online for like a whole anti-inflammatory diet, but starting from the inside out is going to be key. Aloe vera scalp massages for sure as a pre-poo. I think that'll be great. I don't know if Miss Yolanda dropped her recipe yet, but I think that'd be really good as well. And then what else would I recommend? That would be like this. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that would be good too. Yeah. Okay, here we go. You ready? I hope you're taking notes. So aloe vera gel scalp massages on your wash day. Pre-poo scalp massages on your wash day, okay? Because that aloe is going to help to soothe your scalp and also help on a external space to reduce that inflammation. That's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say is incorporating an anti-inflammatory diet. That's the second thing. The third thing I would say is in between your wash days, like maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I would do scalp massages with pumpkin seed oil, rosemary, and peppermint. Okay. I don't even know why I'm even drinking this. I'm like, okay, anyway. A few drops of peppermint, few drops of rosemary, pumpkin seed oil. That's going to be a game changer because DHT can sometimes be tied to inflammation, and that's why I was kind of trying to figure out in the beginning. But pumpkin seed oil, as you guys know, helps to, or has been shown, research has shown that pumpkin seed oil and also saw palmetto helps to reduce DHT within the scalp. So I would combine these 3 things. I would do this for at least 3 months. And I can almost guarantee you, and I don't guarantee very often, but I can almost guarantee you that you will see a difference. Absolutely. So if you want, I can or email me, ilearn@curlychemistry.com, and I can kind of break this down a little bit more, but I think that's going to be key. So aloe scalp massages, anti-inflammatory diet, pumpkin seed oil, a little bit of peppermint, a little bit of rosemary oil, and massage your scalp. I would do this once every other day at night for at least 3 to 5 minutes with this mixture. Okay, hopefully that helps. Oh, good. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, great. Let's see. All right, let's see. We'll try to do another 10 or 15 minutes. All right, I entered that one already. How do you feel about using a sew-in as a protective style? Thank you in advance. You're welcome. So a sew-in as a protective style, I think it's fine, but just make sure that whoever is installing the sew-in, they know what they're doing. They know what they are doing. That's going to be the first thing. And then number 2, don't leave it in too long. You know, don't leave it in too long. I don't recommend leaving anything in longer than, I don't know. I'm very strict about that because I want to say don't leave it in longer than I might. But but I wouldn't go longer than 2 months. I wouldn't. So just kind of keep that in mind because once again, you want to get access to your scalp. You want to clean your scalp. You want to, get to your hair. So just make sure whoever is doing it, they know what they're doing. They're not going to braid your hair too tight when they do like the little beehive joint. And then I would just definitely don't leave it in too long. Great question. Yeah, Alicia. So Alicia Riddick says, can I get some solutions for CCCA? A Black dermatologist said it's due to inflammation from the immune system. And she is right. She is right. 90% of the time, or I shouldn't say 90% of the time, but alopecia, the root cause of it a lot of times is inflammation, for sure. Unless it's like androgenic. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, androgenic alopecia typically is hormonal, but CCCA, absolutely inflammation for sure. So the same advice I was giving about incorporating an anti-inflammatory diet, aloe vera scalp massages, on your wash day, I think that's going to be very, very key for sure. Unfortunately, sugar is the enemy. Sugar is not our hair's friend. It's not our scalp's friend. I feel bad, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like potato chips, fast food, processed food, it's literally killing us. I mean, to be honest, it can shrink your hair follicles. It can cause inflammation in your body and your scalp, leading to CCCA, so that's why like I'm really big on like what we eat, what we consume. And I have something coming out very soon. I can't say it as of yet, but I'm working on something that's going to address hair care and healthcare together. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really good because, it is definitely is not just about the products. Products are great. They play a role too, but I feel like for such a long time we haven't really talked about the body and our hormones and inflammation and our organs and our diets. Our diets. Like I stopped drinking soda. I have like sparkling water, like no sugar, no carbs. It was hard making that transition, but I'm so glad I did. But anyway, long story short, yes, I agree with the dermatologist, absolutely. But stay tuned because I have something really exciting coming forth. Okay, good evening, Miss Tanya. Hey, Bria, can you please recommend some shampoos, conditioners, oil? Oh, she wants shampoo, conditioner, and oil. Okay, for thick hair and growing out your hair longer. Okay, so if hair growth is the goal, I would check out Bondi Boost shampoo and conditioner. Bondi Boost. You can get it at Ulta. It has amazing ingredients within it. Okay. Bondi Boost. I would check that out. As far as oils for thicker hair, castor oil, rosemary, and peppermint, that little trifecta for thicker hair is amazing. So that's what I would recommend. Your opinion on applying aloe vera plant directly to your hair. What are the proper ways and how often? So if you're going to use like the actual plant, that's the best. It's the best. Just make sure you take out the little brown little slither, the toxic part, I guess you can say, and make sure you're getting just the clear gel. And you can put that in a blender. Put that in a blender, and then you can use that as like a hair mask, as for your scalp as well. If you're like, Tanya, I ain't trying to cut no plant, I ain't trying to blend up nothing, then use lily of the desert. Almost said lily of the valley. Lily of the desert aloe vera gel or aloe vera juice. Both are completely fine, but I love that brand. And how often? If you're using it as like a hair mask, you can use it like on your wash days or, twice a month as a pre-poo, like a scalp massage pre-poo for like reducing inflammation in the scalp, like CCCA or redness in the scalp. You can use that once a week or once again, whenever your wash day is. And you can leave it on for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Thank you, Yolanda. I'm just seeing this because I'm like way up here, but I'm just seeing it. Thank you, Yolanda, for putting the recipe in. Can you recommend a vitamin for us Black women? Yes, I can. So you guys know I love pure encapsulations. I love Mega Food. Those like my top two. Those are my top two. But I've been hearing a lot about the black, is it the black girl vitamins? I've been hearing a lot of good things about them too. So, definitely check them out as well. How to add density. It could be internal. If you're lacking iron or vitamin D, that can lead to thinning of the hair. So it could be like you just need to increase supplement intake to activate density. So it could be internal. Scalp massages are a great way to increase density, or it could be genetic, where your hair just has its own natural density, doesn't go past a certain amount. So it could be genetic as well. I'm just coming on. So T says, I'm just coming on. What's the best thing for thinning hair in 60s? I've always had thick hair. One dermatologist suggested minoxidil, but I can't use that because hair grows all over my face. So you want a topical treatment that's directly on the scalp, right? So once again, rosemary, peppermint. You're over 60, so I would do pumpkin seed oil as your base, your carrier oil, and then add a few drops of rosemary and peppermint. I think that would be a great mixture for sure. What's the proper way to use rice water for hair growth? You can use it on the length of your hair as like the LCO method, like the liquid, or you can use it directly on your scalp. Do you think Cripilla is a moisture conditioner? I've heard that brand before. I'm trying to see. I may have to Google it really quick. If I can find it. Conditioner. Oh, okay, here it is. Where are the ingredients? Water, cetyl alcohol, ceryl alcohol, centrimonium chloride, which is a conditioning agent, BTMS, which is a conditioning agent. There is hydrolyzed silk in here, but that's fine. To me, sis, this is more moisture. I look at that more as a moisturizing conditioner. They do have hydrolyzed silk in there, but it's in there like less than 1%. So I wouldn't consider that like a protein product, but definitely it's a moisturizing conditioner for sure. Sophia says, I have purchased mayonnaise deep conditioner and a dried egg powder. Do you believe that is good enough protein for my hair? I am not 16 anymore. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. So protein comes in different sizes, right? So what you're making may help with the external part of the cuticle, right? So, I mentioned earlier how like combing and brushing can lead to cracks in the cuticle. So something like that may help to patch up the cracks in the cuticle, but that treatment that you're talking about right now won't help with like restoration of the hair when it comes to like the cortex, like getting past the cuticle. But you may not even need that. You know what I'm saying? Like you may not even need that. So I would try it. I would try the dry egg powder, the mayonnaise deep conditioner, and let me know how it works. Let me know. How do you feel about Chemic Biologics products? I think Chemic Biologics is amazing. They have the what is it called? The Amla Heavy Cream. You guys know I can't use that product because it is like thick. It's like thick. So if you have like high porosity, thick hair, baby, your hair will thrive off of that product. So I think their brand is great. Lanaya says, would you be interested in doing a podcast, sharing your curly chemistry knowledge and expertise, or doing vlogs showcasing products good for naturally high textured hair? I think that's absolutely, and I never thought about doing a podcast. I just never thought of it. I think because I'm such a video person, I'm so used to video. But that is interesting and something to look at. I have thought about doing vlogs, but I don't. My life is not like super duper exciting. Maybe it is. I don't know because when I think about when I think about vlogs, I think about the girlies who wake up and you see them like getting out of the bed. Like, I'm getting out of the bed. Good morning, guys. I'm getting out of the bed. I'm about to hop in the shower and show you guys my skincare routine and my hair care routine. And then now we're about to go to Starbucks, and then we're gonna go to Pilates, and then afterwards we're gonna go to Ulta and like buy products, and then we're gonna go visit my cousin Ray down the street, right? And then after that we're gonna go to the mall and go to Abercrombie and Fitch and pick up some jeans. I mean, I guess that's a thing, but I don't know. And maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. So if I am, let me know, sis. Okay, let me know. But I'm open. I'm always open to trying different things, especially if you guys want to see that. Let me know. Okay. Let's see. What's your opinion on PRP hair treatment for hair loss on 4C hair? I think it's a good option. I do. I think there are other options though before you even go to that extreme. It's not a bad option, but I feel like you could also try out red light therapy and derma rolling. I think that would be a great option as well. So, but do your research, But I look at PRP as like, when there's other options out here like derma rolling and red light therapy, which I think are great in combination together. So hopefully that helps. Is bedtime the best time to take your vitamins? Oh, I love that question. Yes and no. It depends on the vitamin. So here's the thing. If you have a vitamin that has like biotin or B vitamins, I would take those in the morning because B vitamins will naturally give you energy, right? So you're not going to want to take that at night unless you want to be up for a while, But something like magnesium glycinate, take that at night. It's going to help you go to sleep. So it depends. It really depends on the supplement. I have a video on that. If you type in curly chemistry vitamins, like timeline vitamins, the video should pop up. All right, what time is it? Okay, let's do 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, and then we're going to hop off. Okay, let's see. Do you think ilearn wheat germ is light protein? It is. It is light protein, yes. What do you recommend for a toddler with severe eczema? All hair products contain fragrances. I have a list on my Amazon storefront that's a fragrance-free list. The link is below. If you go to what is it called? Amazon, Curly Chemistry Amazon storefront, you'll see it down there. But I would check that out. It's just a curated list that I have for fragrance-free products. I think that'd be really helpful. And then I would also look up like natural alternatives or natural ways to kind of help solve your toddler's eczema. I know, once again, aloe. Aloe is also the star player for tonight. I think aloe would be a great option as well to help treat the eczema as well. But check out the products on my Amazon storefront. What are some products that are safe to use with the electric massager? I currently have cornrows and I've noticed not. You have cornrows. Okay, you have cornrows. Yeah, so if you have cornrows in your hair, I wouldn't use the electric massager. It's not really gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like if my hair is like loosey-goosey, then use a massager. But because you have cornrows, the best thing in my opinion would be like your fingers, or there's like these little like scalp massagers that roll like, why am I making noise? Like it makes sound effects. Maybe that makes it more animated. I don't know. But the little rolly scalp massager where it can just go like on the, right there. I would try that. I would try that for sure. Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot where I was. Okay, best blow dryer. Ooh, there's one. What's the one I have? I have one upstairs. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. It's not Revlon. I think it's Conair. Yes, in Conair Infinity Pro hair dryer. Love it. It's black and gold. Conair Infinity Pro dryer. That one I do recommend. I only use it though when I do like my hardcore protein treatment, because with the Apogee you have to use the blow dryer to harden that protein. But I typically use the Revere. Like that's my main blow dryer. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. Okay, let me scroll down to the bottom because I mean everyone's talking in the bottom. I'm trying to keep up. Okay. Let's see. But before I do that, let me make sure I'm good up here. Is it okay? Veronica says, is it okay to blow dry my mixed gray hair weekly when I wash and deep condition with heat protectant, a good moisturizer, light protein treatment, and yes, Veronica, that's fine. That's completely fine. And the reason why I'm saying that it's fine is because you're incorporating the deep conditioning, right? You're also using a heat protectant and you are incorporating that lightweight protein treatment on a monthly basis and the two-step every 3 months. So your hair is strong enough for that heat. You're getting that moisture when you wash your hair. And I'm assuming you do some level with your moisture cycle in between your wash day. So you have that protein moisture balance. So yes, you're completely fine, Veronica. I don't see any red flags in your regimen. That's good. All right, let's see. I answered that one. Roxanne says, my 11-year-old niece edges have broken off. Okay. I want to ask what happened, but what protective style can she use? Her hair gets matted and tangles easily. What products can she use to assist? Okay, so 11-year-old niece, edges broken off. What protective style can she use? Okay. Is her hair long enough to do one of these? Because two-strand twist, I feel like is like one of the best protective styles for girls, for adults too, but for, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they're just so simple and they're easy and it's not harsh on the scalp. It doesn't call a lot of tension. Like this is very loose. It's in place, but this is very loose. So I would say protective styling, two-strand twists for sure. Lightweight braids, nothing too tight, nothing. Because I'm assuming her edges broke off due to like braids, like fake braids. I'm assuming. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But you don't want any tension on her hair at all. But two-strand twists, buns, absolutely. Her hair gets matted and tangles easily. So that lets me know that her hair is dry and it's not being combed often, right? So first thing I would do is she needs a hydrating shampoo and conditioner. The quickest thing the easiest thing that comes to mind right now is As I Am Long and Luxe shampoo, As I Am conditioner. That's all she needs on her wash day, okay? For her leave-in, because she has some breakage, I would use the As I Am, oh God, what's it called? As I Am Repair. It's a white label, but As I Am Repair leave-in conditioner. No, sorry, TGIN Repair leave-in conditioner. You want to apply that when her hair is soaking wet after you rinse off the conditioner. Seal that product in with some grease, hair grease. You can use a lightweight one like Do Grow extra light hair grease, or we can go old school and do Blue Magic, okay? Indian hemp. So either option is fine, okay? That's her wash day. Let's say that's Sunday. By Tuesday, you may need to re-up that moisture. Now for her moisturizer, because her hair is known for being matted and tangled, I would do the LCO method, okay? Liquid, cream, oil. Cream could be Apogee Shea Pro Leave-In Conditioner, Donna's Recipe Extra Creamy Hair Cream, ORS Olive Oil Lotion. These are beautiful moisturizers. And that same grease you use on her wash day, you can use that again in between her wash days when you're just moisturizing your hair. Comb her hair at least, I want to say twice a week, but at least once a week, because you want to get those tangles out. You don't want to leave any room for mats and tangles to form. And the best way to prevent that is to consistently comb her hair. You know what I'm saying? And do that on one of the days when you are re-upping on that moisturizing session with the LCO method, or LCG if you use grease. So hopefully that helps. I said a lot there, but hopefully that helps. And if you do need to connect one-on-one, you guys know I do hair care coaching calls as well. All right, let's see. Let's see. Thank you for those who put in the information about the hormonal testing. I don't want to butcher your name, sis. Ajayi, I probably butchered your name, but thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Sophia. All right, let's see. Struggling with dandruff, and I've tried medicated shampoos and pills, aloe vera, ACV rinses. It keeps coming back. I have low porosity 4C hair. Do you have any recommendations? Struggling with dandruff. Okay. So if you have dandruff, have you tried tea tree oil on your scalp? Tori, have you tried tea tree oil at all? Just let me know yes or no in the comments. The vitamins that help you sleep, magnesium glycinate. Are you still there, Tori? Have you tried tea tree oil? No. Okay. Try tea tree oil. Try tea tree oil. There is okay, so I mentioned earlier how tea tree oil is antimicrobial, antibacterial, right? Dandruff is caused by overgrowth of a yeast called Malacia. Malacia is on all of our scalp, right? Everyone has Malacia on their scalp. But when it overgrows, or there's an overgrowth of it on the scalp, then you get dandruff, right? So right now your scalp microbiome is off. So tea tree oil, because it's antimicrobial, is going to help to kill off the overgrowth of the Malacia, bringing it back down to a healthier pH. So I would use tea tree oil on your scalp. You don't want to use it directly on the scalp, right? I kind of want to say you want to use it in like jojoba oil, like a lightweight oil, jojoba oil. A few drops of the tea tree oil and kind of massage it on your scalp. I would massage it on your scalp and then see how your scalp responds within the next 3 or 4 days. You know, that's what I would try. Another product I would recommend, my sis, Atlanta Hair Doctor. I don't know if you have or have not tried her product yet, but I can't even talk. Atlanta Hair Doctor shampoo and conditioner is also good for reducing dandruff and supporting hair growth as well. So that's also an option. So you can go the tea tree route or the Atlanta Hair Doctor route. But I think between those two, you can't go wrong. But hopefully that helps. Keep me posted. I recently received your tea rinse. Can I also use it as my liquid when doing my LOC? Absolutely, Coco. Yes. It's so funny because I'm about to make a video on how I use it as my LCO or as my L in the LCO. But yes, you can absolutely use it for sure. My Revere base stopped working. I love that thing. It stopped working. There should be a guarantee on that thing that will depend on when you bought it. But I would reach out to them. I would send them an email. Thank you, Rebecca. This hairstyle is very flattering on you. Can we get? Yes, I'm definitely going to do a tutorial on this for sure. Thank you. Any regimen ideas for us relaxed girlies? Yes, because I used to be relaxed, back in the day. So I would say this. Honestly, sis, the same thing applies. Like, I wouldn't change anything. Like the tips I'm giving right now still applies to relaxed hair. Now, because you have relaxed hair, you still want to get that moisture in. Like when I was relaxed, I was still like putting cream on my hair to moisturize it, but I would do braid outs. So I would section my hair, like my legit relaxed hair, add like a lightweight, because you don't need a lot, lightweight amount of cream, little bit of oil, lightweight oil, and I would do the bomb is braid outs, okay? Or slick it back into a bun. But as far as like your wash day, shampoo, conditioner, like all that looks the same. Absolutely looks the same. So I wouldn't, same thing. I'm talking about natural hair, same thing for relaxed hair for sure. Now, one thing I will say too, because you have relaxed hair, you really, really, really want to keep up with your protein treatments for sure. Absolutely. Apogee K18 or Olaplex for sure. Can you use DIY flaxseed gel as a moisturizer when you have blocks? When you have box braids? Yes, you can. But make sure you seal with an oil. Absolutely seal with an oil. Hey sis, hey curly swab, how are you?
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
I don't know why that happened. Like my I don't want to say her name, but the Apple lady, she talks when I say like SIS, because I guess it sounds like SIRI, but I digress. Hey, I love grease. Is there a way to use gel / mousse and grease? If so, what's the order using the LCG method with gel and mousse? That's a great question. So, how would I do that? Honestly, I would do it like in your case, gel, mousse, grease. You may want to experiment though with the grease. I think you like the Blue Magic, if I remember. I could be wrong though, but whatever. I would do an experiment. I would do one side with a lightweight hair grease, like the Do Grow extra light hair grease, and then the other side I would do the Blue Magic that you use, the Blue Magic that you use, and that will kind of tell you if your hair prefers a lighter hair grease or the heavier one with Blue Magic. But that's what I would do: gel, mousse, and then grease. That's completely fine. Thank you so much. Her hair is long and her edges may be due to stress from stress from exams. She's too young to be stressed over exams. But you know what? Shoot, that brings me back to so I understand. From exams, also over brushing, yeah, since it became frizzy. Oh yeah, absolutely. Over brushing, over combing can absolutely lead to, frizziness and whatnot. Because once again, when we brush our hair and comb our hair too much, too often, it can diminish the protein, leave cracks in the cuticle, leading to the frizziness because our cuticles are being lifted. So that's why, that protein treatment, that moisture, all that would be ideal. And if I remember correctly, Roxanne, is this the question with the 11-year-old? I think it is. I'm assuming it is. She can use a lightweight protein treatment. I would try the ORS replenishing conditioner for her. Or Apogee 2-minute too, but I think she might like the ORS for replenishing conditioner. You can do that once a month. All right, let's see, what time is it? All right, it's 8:30. We're gonna hop off in 5 more minutes, and then we're done for the night. Okay, I just tried the Miss Jessie Soft Pillow Curls Conditioner. Do you think they cater to low porosity hair? Soft Pillow Curls Conditioner. I would have to look at the ingredients and the texture. Well, actually, you can actually, I'm gonna just tell you. If the product is like super thick, probably not for low porosity hair, because thick products will actually sit on the cuticle. But if it's like a nice little cream, you're fine. I wouldn't be concerned about that. And I would try it, see how your hair likes it. I'm waiting for for the Revere. I'm waiting for my claim answer to buy the base because it's 50% off, being that I already own it. Okay, gotcha. Does anyone still use pink oil luster hair lotion? It's funny you say that. I literally just brought a bottle of pink lotion. I haven't used it yet per se, but I just brought a bottle. Is it better to buy a hooded dryer for like deep conditioning? That's completely fine. Or you can use like the little convenient little caps that, what you hook up the blow dryer and then like the heat goes to it. There's so many ways, to deep condition, but a hooded dryer is classic. Can't go wrong with that. You're welcome. Where's the best place to buy Apogee 2-minute protein? If you have a Sally's Beauty near you, Sharon, that'd be ideal. Or your local beauty supply store will absolutely have Apogee. Can you recommend some good deep conditioners for 4C? Yes, I thought I I answered your question, Luana. Maybe I didn't. But Eva NYC, hydrating mask. Nunu hair mask. NOU hair mask. Shea Moisture Manuka Honey Mask with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I would recommend. And then I'm trying out this product here. I haven't tried it out yet, but this is Lola Strengthening Hair Mask. The ingredients look amazing. So once I try it, I'll let you guys know how I like it. Hey, Jennifer. What would you recommend for a toddler boy with thick, tight, coiled hair that dries out quickly? LCO. He might he might benefit from LCG. I might need to coin that phrase, LCG. Liquid cream grease, So thick, tight, coiled hair. You can use water as your liquid, or you can use Affigy, because he might need like a little bit of protein. So Affigy Pro Vitamin leave-in conditioner as your liquid. Donna's Recipe extra creamy hair cream. Rest olive oil lotion, like I just mentioned. Affigy Shea Pro leave-in. Between those 3, can't go wrong. And then I would use a hair grease. You can start with a lightweight one, Do Grow, extra light hair grease. Or if you have like Blue Magic in the house, you can try that as well. But LCG would be ideal. I would do this every 2 days for his hair, and make sure you give him a good wash day, like shampoo, conditioner once a week, ideally. How do you feel about bonding waters for low porosity hair? As I Am has one, I was thinking about trying bonding waters. That's interesting. I have not seen that. Let me Google that really quick. Bonding waters. Looks interesting. Bond water, a strengthening, hydrating water that repairs damaged hair. That sounds good, but what do these ingredients say? All right, let's see. You know what? As I Am never misses. As I Am never misses when it comes to the freaking ingredients. They have ceramides in here that helps to build up the hair. They have copper tripeptides that help to reactivate hair growth. There's biotin in here. Oh my gosh, I need to get this. Yeah, girlfriend, you just turned me on to something. I'm gonna try it out, okay? And we go to a review. But I would try that product out. It looks really good. Really, really good. Absolutely. All right, let's see. And for those who might be wondering, like, girl, like, how can I become well versed in these ingredients so that when I'm looking at something, I know, oh yeah, this is it. Curly Girl's Guide to Hair Care Ingredients and the Natural Hair Care Wisdom Flashcards. Those are ebooks I created to give you guys the scoop, the behind the scenes on what these brands are putting in their products, so you know what to look for. Because anybody got time out here wasting their money or their time, okay? The link is below. Okay. Let's see. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. If you get the ebook, any ebooks today, tonight, we'll say till Sunday, because I love you guys. Use the code CC25. I'll put it in the chat, and you will get 25% off everything. That includes ebooks, hair tea, and consultations. So CC25. All the links are below. I'm not going to announce this on Instagram. This is only for us. Okay, next question before I hop off. Sis, by the way, I brought the Blue Magic Indian Hemp and OMG. I want to go back to the Beauty store and buy them all. Listen, I love that formula. I'm hoping and praying that they don't discontinue it. I doubt it because it's been around for like ever, but the Blue Magic Indian Hemp, I actually have it in my hair right now. I do. And you know what? Let me say this too before I go to the next topic. You guys know how I say my moisture cycles every 2 days. when I use hair grease as a sealant, my moisture cycle is now changing to every 3, dare I say, 4 days. So I'm excited. So the sealant matters because when I use sweet almond oil, which I love, my moisture cycle is without a doubt like a cycle every 2 days. But I used hair grease earlier this week. I think I used it on Sunday or Monday, and we're on Thursday, and my hair still feels soft and amazing. So I'm just saying, Madam C.J. Walker back in what, 1920? Okay, knew what she was doing. So, but I digress. Okay, let's see. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Enjoy. All right, let's see. What's the difference between a tourmaline or ceramic hairstyle straightener? Ooh, I forgot. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot. But I believe the tourmaline is better. Tourmaline helps to protect your hair way better than ceramic. So if you're looking for like a straightener, I would go for the tourmaline, hands down. Curly sauce, I'm about to faint. Okay, let's see. Yes, I'm gonna leave this live up. Yes, 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 yes. What setting do I put my Revere on? The highest. I do level 2 heat and level 7 stretch. And I have yet, thank you, Jesus, I have yet to experience heat damage. The product works. I mean, I don't know how he designed it, but it works. So, what are your thoughts on cholesterol treatments? I think they're old school, but I think they still play a role in strengthening the hair and supporting a healthy cuticle. So I think they're still good. I think they're still good. I would add, and it could be just me, but I did use the Queen Haleen, which is like cheap, classic cholesterol treatment, Queen Haleen cholesterol treatment, but it just wasn't doing it for me. And maybe that was because I used like 5 years ago. I may have to retry it, but I would add a little bit of oil to it to kind of get that slip because I was missing the slip. But I think they're amazing cholesterol treatments. All right, let's see. I can't use Apogee because I'm allergic to it, so I wouldn't be able to put that on my hair, on his hair, because it makes it itch. The Apogee makes it itch. Then use the ORS replenishing conditioner. That can be the lightweight protein for him. ORS replenishing conditioner. If I put lanolin on my ends, sis, I can hear my hair strands singing a joyful noise. I love it. I love it. Curly Sloth, where are you located? Where are you located? I'm curious. Never give up on hair grease. Listen, Brenda, I'm trying to tell the people. I'm trying to tell them. I always say we don't have a hair growth issue, y'all. We have a length retention issue. Our hair is breaking off. We're not seeing the length because it's breaking off. But if we moisturize and seal, we see, the length. All right. Hold on, let me. I think I had this question recently. Yeah, weight loss, GLP-1. I had someone ask that question. I had someone ask that question last time about GLP-1s and how they affect hair growth, because she was experiencing like excessive shedding. You said your curls are changing significant. Your hair is so dry. I feel like my texture has changed. Yeah. So to my and once again, I try to stay in my lane, but I know a little bit about this. So to my understanding from what I've read in the past is that GLP-1s can sometimes disrupt nutrient absorption within the body. So it's like, think about it like this. If your follicles in your hair need iron and blood and blood too, and oxygen, but let's say iron, for example, but the nutrients you're getting from your food or your vitamin is not absorbing properly, that can play a role in what you're experiencing, such as the texture change and the dryness. So that is one of the things that I have heard about GLP-1s, that they do disrupt nutrient absorption within the body, which can absolutely have a direct effect on your hair. So it could be that. As far as my advice, oh girl, I don't know. You may have to connect with your doctor, because as long as you're taking that, there's that thing. Unless are you taking a multivitamin? Are you taking like a daily multivitamin? Are you taking iron? Are you taking biotin, vitamin D, omegas? Like, are you doing that? Because if you aren't, I would absolutely start doing that. Or Mary Ruth, the liquid vitamin, that might be key too, because liquid vitamins in some cases can help with better absorption. So if you are currently taking a vitamin, let's say it's like a pill form, your body may respond better in absorption if you kind of help it out by taking a liquid vitamin. There's also a liquid iron. I don't know if you're deficient in iron, but there is a liquid iron that I do recommend called Floridine. Liquid iron. What is it? Flora Vital or Floridix. FLORAVITAL. It's actually in my Amazon store under supplements. You'll see it there. But you made a switch to like liquid vitamins. You're welcome. All right, guys. I think we're gonna go now, because I'm gonna keep going over and over again, and we're gonna be hanging out till 10 o'clock. And we've done that before, haven't we? Yes, we have. We've done that. Okay. I should probably go re-moisturize, but I'm lazy. Don't want much buildup. Yeah, you don't want much buildup. Well, it might be time for wash day. I started using sulfur-8 grease again, tingling my scalp. Okay, tingling my scalp. We love a little tingle here and there. Is there any way to avoid limit buildup other than washing? Change your products. Change to lighter products. That's the only way. Change to lighter products. Lighter creams, lighter oils, lighter everything. Can I add hair oil to my Blue Magic Indian Hemp hair grease? Absolutely. Yes, ma'am, you can. Yes. Make, a little concoction going on. Yes. Just don't add glycerin. Don't add no water-based product to it, because you're gonna can cause like mold and bacterial growth. But oils to grease, completely fine. Yeah, I think it's vitamin deficiency. I'm severely iron deficient, but hate taking vitamins. Yes, sis. Undefined Beauty. I would try Mary Ruth. And Mary Ruth has a hair growth, a multivitamin plus hair growth. Get that. And if you are deficient in iron, I would check out the Floridix. FLORADIX. It's in my Amazon store. So yeah, that'll help your body for sure, as you are on the GLP-1s. Is it okay to moisturize my hair and sleep with a something cap and bonnet every night? What's a pig? Is that a typo? Might be a typo. But as far as like moisturizing your hair and sleep with a something cap and bonnet every night, I'm going to assume yes, but I don't know what the cap is. What are your thoughts on botanical oil, or have questions already been asked? For botanical oil tonight, no. Botanical oil, I think, is a great sealant oil. I think it's also great for scalp massaging as well. The solid version, because it comes in two forms, liquid and solid. The solid is great as a pre-poo. If appetite drops in protein or certain micronutrients, iron, zinc, biotin, aren't met, this can contribute to hair loss, thinning. Absolutely, Mrs. Rue. Yes. Saying it again so you see it. You're in New Jersey? I was just there last week. Central Jersey, right near your hometown. What? Girl, we might need to do our meetup or whatever. Okay, like the next time I'm in New Jersey, we need to meet up. Okay, get us like a Italian sandwich, or like a Italian hot dog or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I am, because when I go to New Jersey, I go to like Mount Clair area, like Essex County is where I'm from. I'm from Essex County. So yes, I love that. Okay. But you know what? I might be in New York City December. I'm still deciding, but I would love to do like a tri-state meetup or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. But that's so cool. No wonder me and you like this, girl, because you're from the... Okay. Let me reel it in. All right, let's see. I answered that. Are you familiar with the hair grease called She's Got Inches? I have not. Is it good? Do you recommend it? I haven't seen that before. Plastic cap. Thank you, sis. I'm like, what's a plastic? Okay. Plastic cap. Is it okay if I moisturize my hair and sleep with a plastic cap and bonnet every night? That's okay. Because you're kind of doing like a greenhouse effect. So that's fine. As long as your hair is not soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not soaking wet, you're fine. That's on using Vaseline as grease. I mean, you can use it because technically Vaseline and hair grease are the same thing, you know, petrolatum, petroleum jelly, same thing. But it's something about that blue magic Indian hemp. I don't know, girl. You might want to do that instead. Just saying. You would love that? I would love that too. Yes, that'd be so cool. What do you think about the Chebby butter? I think it's a good length retention butter for locking in moisture. My grandson has thick hair and I can't part the roots without him. Oh, without him screaming his head off. Hey Pamela, you need a good detangler. Hands down. Man, a good detangler. African Pride has a really good it's a pre-poo, but it's so slippery. You can use it as a detangler, or you can use the Rizzo's curl defining custard, but you're gonna want like a lot of slip. And you want to do sections and you want to take your time. I would get your hands on a wide tooth comb. I love the Tangle Teaser wide tooth comb. I would spritz his hair first with like water, or even better, the Apogee Pro Vitamin Leave-In Conditioner, because there is a modimethicone in there. I think it's a second or third ingredient, but that is a water-soluble silicone. So you're gonna get a lot of slip. So that's the first layer of slippage you want to put on his hair, followed by that Rizzo's curl defining custard, or the African Pride pre-poo for extra slip. Section it off, take your time. Start from the ends, work your way up. And I don't know if he have like a tablet or something. Give him a tablet, put on a good movie so he's distracted, give him some Cheetos, some barbecue chips, something candy, you know, the little nerd clusters, you know, them things are dangerous, but you know, some Takis, you know, but like just something to distract him and just take your time with it. That's what I would recommend. Okay, let's see. Yay on the tri-state meetup. Woo-hoo! That'd be so much fun. Okay, what are your thoughts on silicones? I love them. I think silicones are amazing. Just make sure that you are washing your hair. That's the biggest thing. I think silicones are the best thing since sliced bread. I use silicones like at least once a week because my heat protectant has silicones within it, and I love it. Great slip, great shine, great detangling. How do you decide if oil pre-poo or conditioner pre-poo is better for your hair? So for pre-poo, holy grail pre-poo for me is coconut oil, hands down. Only because I love the research behind it. So for me, coconut oil, hands down. Now, like I said, people use aloe vera gel, African Pride, that works too. But I really like coconut oil. I love this lipstick. I love it. All right. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Mrs. Kisses. So cute. I love a pinky nude. Love it. But yeah, coconut oil is my go-to. Thank you for the live. Have a good rest of the week. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Girl, let me tell you, I use Camille Rose Honey Leave-In TGIN Daily Moisturizer and Blue Magic Indian Hair Grease. And I moisturized last week, Friday. Haven't re-moisturized since? I'm telling you, I need to make more content around hair grease. It's a game changer. And not a lot of people know it. There are millions and millions of natural hair women out here. Just women in general. Like, textured hair women who either don't know about hair grease or have been taught by social media that it's bad when it's a game changer. So I'm so glad that it's working for you, and keep that up. Camille Rose Honey Leave-In TGIN Daily Moisturizer Blue Magic Indian Hemp. That is your hair's recipe love language. Your hair loves that. Your hair loves that. So stick with that. Don't switch it up. Stick with that. Do you recommend any Shea Moisture products? I like the Manuka Honey Hair Mask. It's good. I used to use their products back in the day, but I don't really use them that often. But the Manuka Honey Hair Mask is good. I also heard their new bond treatment line is also really good. So yeah. Lawana says she's got Injust is a good hair grease. You're welcome. You're welcome. The lipstick matches your shirt. It does, doesn't it? It does. Thank you. What are your thoughts about replacing shampoo with a clay wash like Terra Essentials? So I haven't used Terra Essentials. I know Natural 85 here on YouTube. She used to use that shampoo a lot, and she loved it. So I think it's a great shampoo. I think it's worth using. I think the ingredients are very, very, very natural. But I would try it and see how your hair responds to it. What hair grease help with hold in humid weather? To me, something heavier. So Blue Magic Indian Hemp for sure. I appreciate you, Tanya, and all your advice. It has helped me so much. Now, as I'm getting older, my hair texture is getting a little rougher and harder to maintain. Understandable, Nakia. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad that the advice that I'm sharing has helped you so much. So thank you. Continue to stay tapped in. Your thoughts on Emla Cosmetics? I don't have any thoughts, only because I haven't used them. I've seen them before, but I haven't used them. But I would check out the reviews. Check out the reviews online. To me, anything above 4.5 is worth trying out for sure. Okay. All right, guys. If you haven't liked this video yet, please be sure to like this video. I've definitely enjoyed my time with you guys tonight. Thank you for being with me and hanging out. The plan was 8 o'clock, but gosh darn it, it's almost 9 o'clock. Am I surprised? No. This is what happens when we get together. We have fun and we talk about hair. So anyway, new video next Thursday. We're talking about the 3 reasons why your hair is breaking on your wash day. So we're gonna talk more about that next week. I will be going live next Thursday on Instagram. So if you guys want to join me over on Instagram, I'll be there next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. I love you guys so much. Once again, the code CC25 is actually 25% off the entire website. That includes one-on-one hair care coaching, start your own hair care line consultations, the hair tea, and also all of my ebooks, so you can look at these products and be like, nope, that ain't it. Ooh, yes. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll know. You'll be in the know. Okay. So of course, all the links will be below. Use the code CC25. If you have ordered tea from me within the past week, orders are going out tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow morning. So if you guys order tonight, if you order your hair tea tonight, it will be in tomorrow's shipment, because I'm shipping out tea tomorrow. I'll be at the post office tomorrow morning. Okay. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Would you recommend boiling or cold brewing your hair tea rinse? So you definitely want to put it in hot water so the tea bag can seep. But as far as the hair rinse go, let it cool down first. Let it cool down first. Absolutely. Okay. Best hair butter for moisture, low porosity hair, mango butter. Love mango and kapaasu butter. Do you recommend Shea Moisture? That one's good too. Yes. The leave-in. Yes, I forgot about that product. That one's good too. Yes. 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 Thoughts on dry shampoo? Yeah, it's okay. But dry shampoo. Oh, hair dye. Sorry, hair. That's what I thought. That's why it's time for me to go. I said dry shampoo. Hair dye shampoo. I had a client who swears by that. I mean, obviously I haven't used it, but I've heard good things about it. So I think it's worth. I can't talk. I think it's worth trying out. Okay, try it out. right. I love you guys so much. I do deserve a Starbucks refresher. I'm gonna get one tomorrow morning just because you said so. Thank you. All right, I gotta go. I'm getting silly. I love you guys. See you guys next week. Bye. You're welcome, Jackie. Bye.